Yes, guys, final session of the week, chest and back. This is the long one, the 3 hours one. First exercise is a chest fly. I like to use the pec deck. I think I've explained this before, but having the pads on the elbows allow me to get the wrist joint and the elbow joint out of the equation. So you basically just get all pecs. This is one of those that usually hurts my shoulders, but shoulders behaved yesterday. It's behaving today. So we're all good. There's some sort of, deadlift party going on here in the gym. I think it's like a Van Cleef or some other brand event. I gotta say, aside from the fact that the gym is really busy and perhaps that's a little bit annoying, it's really nice to see that there's a lot of young getting into the gym, getting into training at like such young age. I wish I was in an environment like that when I was, I don't know, 16, 17. It's definitely a much more constructive and healthy environment. You know, especially in a city like London, you can get lost and, make friends with the wrong people. So it's nice to see them in the gym pushing. Also, do you know what? They're actually a lot more respectful when it comes to filming. I mean, not that people are disrespectful, but okay, maybe respectful is the wrong word. Let's say, understanding. There you go. They understand, filming in the gym. Anyway, last set, fourth set, going for a higher rep range. Let's see if I survive this set as well. Let's go. Feels good. One more. Oh, fuck. My titties are on fire. That's what she said. Cool. So second exercise, Smith machine, flat bench. I've been looking forward to this, since we didn't do the, close grip yesterday. I'm feeling quite fresh for this one. I was hoping I'd be recharged for it and, ready to push a little bit further, perhaps a little bit heavier. I've already done a working set, actually. It was pretty good. Almost died, though. Almost couldn't rack it. To be fair, it's my fault. I should have asked for a spot. Someone commented, actually, the other day, why would you get a spot on a Smith machine? Why not? Why not? I mean, it's just like any other machine. Surely you want a spot if you're going to absolute failure. Anyway, the song choice for today, it's a bit of a funny one. There's this artist called Nox. His music is actually quite cheesy. It's like good vibes. There's this new song he released called Change Your Mind. And I've been obsessing over it. You know me, guys. I just obsess over songs, and that's just me. So yeah, so that's my song choice for today. It's not like gym vibe really, but it's good vibes, and sometimes that helps. So yeah, so we did the first working set in a 5 to 8 rep range. Actually managed 8 reps, which I was quite happy with. I'm keeping the same weight from the second set. I mean, for maybe 5 or 6. Let's see. And then we're doing another couple of sets in a higher rep range, which is on the program, and then an added extra set, which is the one that we're adding because I didn't do the close grip yesterday. Keeping my promises, being more conscientious and all that. Anyway, so let's go for it. Second set. Not bad. One more than I thought. And I didn't die. That's a plus. Shoulder feels all right as well. Surprising. But yeah, first back exercise is a bent over row. Single arm dumbbell row. I've been using the 75 for a couple of weeks now. So I should be able to hit a PR today. Got 8 reps last week. I think 6 the week before. Seems to be going up by 2 every week. Don't know if I can get 10 today, but we'll try our very best. Little hack when you're doing bent over row, if you're leaning on the rack, just choose some really heavy dumbbells so that they don't move. I think that's the worst thing, is when you're positioning yourself and the dumbbells just fucking move around. It's really off-putting. So choose some really heavy dumbbells, kind of put them next to each other so it's pretty stable. And that's the best setup that you can get. One thing you might have noticed when I do this exercise is I actually load my body on the hip of the same side that I'm rowing with. This is to get a little bit more lat engagement and less twisting. So it doesn't allow you to go as heavy, but over time you build the strength and you actually get a lot more out of the exercise. So I highly advise on doing this exercise this way. In my personal opinion, there's not much of a point in doing it any other way, but I suppose it's a biased opinion, isn't it? Cool. So I'm going to go for it. Just select my song. I want a really heavy one for this one. Like an angry one. One of those that makes you wonder, what's wrong with you, bro? Let's go. Another thing, if you're doing a unilateral exercise like this, so one side then the other, you got to rest in between sides. You can't do right, left, and then rest. Otherwise, the left would always be in a disadvantaged, position to perform. You want to rest in between. So yeah, we're taking 45 seconds to a minute, and we're going for the other side. And I finished off with some neutral pull downs. Love that exercise. And then a machine supinated pull down as well, in the more metabolic rep range. So the workout was pretty good. Actually, it took me a little bit shorter than usual to complete it, which I was quite happy about. I think I'm really getting into the flow of things now. Yes, I will tell them about it. He's just really excited about the thought of the day, which I think is quite important to remind ourselves every now and again, is that not everyone wants to be saved. And I think as people pleasers, it's usually quite hard to accept, because it's also a reflection of a part of ourselves that doesn't want to be saved. And sometimes not wanting to be saved comes from ignorance, meaning that I don't know, I'm in a bad situation, so I don't know that I want to be saved or that I need to be saved. And sometimes that comes from a resistance to the change, which is something that we all have. In fact, I made a whole interactive video about the resistance to the change. Sometimes the familiarity of the discomfort is less painful than the overwhelm of the change. And so, especially if I've been living the majority of my life with a certain degree of discomfort on a specific matter, it's easier for me to just keep going than it is to just try to change it. Especially as going through the change will require a lot of work to unravel and undo different knots that have been tied for years. And so for as much as we want to help the people we love, we want to help the next person. In fact, we need to help people in order to be okay with ourselves, because that's another truth about people pleasers that perhaps we can touch on another time. Sometimes there just isn't anything we can do about it. In fact, maybe if there is one thing we can do, is to focus on our own journey, focus on saving ourselves, focus on our own resistance to the change, our own growth and development. And who knows, maybe someday that will inspire them too. But I think this also opens up a much deeper question, which is, do we need to be saved? And also, do you feel like you need to be saved? Because one thing that I noticed recently is that I'm watching my parents, some of my clients that perhaps are a bit older, or even stories from friends or clients of people that are a bit older in age. And it seems to be the case that the more you move on in life and the more that need to be saved becomes more prominent. In fact, I don't even think it's the case that it becomes more prominent, but it's more the case that it submerges and it becomes more conscious and perhaps easier to express. Maybe when we're younger, we do things that subconsciously are a reflection of a desire or a need to be saved. And as we get older, that need becomes more clear and easier to perhaps express and look for more directly. And since this need is so common, I thought it'd be interesting to reverse the question to you guys. And I have my own theory. I have been thinking about this, especially in the last couple of weeks. But I would love to know what you guys think, or any reflections that you had along the lines. Feel free to drop it in the comments. Or if you find it too intimate, hopefully this video quite simply provoked some more thinking around the matter. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys. Really appreciate you being here. And if it's your first time watching one of my videos, I'm posting one vlog a day for a year straight. So if you enjoyed this, if you found it valuable somehow, feel free to like, leave a comment, and of course, subscribe. I'll see you tomorrow.